guys, welcome back to Meet Me at Zero. I just want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and for every week following with me. If you have not watched the other videos, I suggest you start from the beginning, and I hope it blesses someone. I was talking about adult parenting last week and the challenges of parenting adult kids. But this week, I've been thinking about the word healing, and God's been kind of working in my spirit, and I figured I would share my heart with you guys. So, for those of you that didn't know, in February, I went to Savannah, and when I came home, I was carrying my luggage up the stairs, and I ended up hurting my ankle. So I waited about 4 weeks, and I said, this is not getting any better. So I called my doctor. She referred me to a orthopedic. I went to see him. I told him I can walk fine in heels. I cannot walk barefooted. I'm in pain. And he immediately knew what it was. And so he said, no heels, and you have to do physical therapy 6 to 8 weeks, twice a week. And so with pain in my heart, I did not wear my heels. And also I was restricted in regards to certain exercises that would aggravate my Achilles. So basically I had to work myself back to getting it in shape. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the Achilles, it basically contracts and it doesn't hurt. So to get my Achilles right, I have to constantly stretch the Achilles, which makes it hurt because the body naturally wants to self-heal and it retracts. That's why if you notice, when you are usually scabbing, it kind of retracts. When you're not feeling good and you curl up in a fetal position, you retract. And so I was thinking this week that at times we overthink and we keep going in a circle, and God cannot heal us from things we won't let go, that we won't address, that we won't get real with Him about. There are circumstances and things that you could never have prevented to make it any different, but you are in control of what you're able to do for yourself today. If you need therapy, I need a physical therapy. If you need a therapist, a minister, if you need to talk it out, there are people that are willing to help you, pray for you. Not everyone, because everybody's not out to help you. But there are specific people that are available to assist you in healing. And so I was here thinking, I was just like, okay, so there's nothing you could have done to prevent the Achilles. But once it happened, I had to make the decision that I was going to go to my physical therapy, that I was going to exercise every day the way they asked me, that I was going to not go to the gym as often to allow my Achilles to do what it's supposed to do. I completed the process and my Achilles was feeling better. They released me from physical therapy. However, the orthopedic said it would take up to a year. What compelled me a few days ago to take a class that irritated my Achilles, and God spoke to me. He's like, this is exactly what we do when God has already healed you or freed you or is in the process of working something out for you. You ask Him for help, and He's in the process of doing that. But because we're so used to taking care of things ourselves, we retract to the old instead of continuing with the new, instead of continuing on the path that's going to get us right. And there's a process. You can't rush it. You can't control it. All you have to do is the work. And so if I allow my Achilles to rest, if I go back to physical therapy, which I am this week, I'm going to call them back up. I'm going to start that and give it time. It will heal itself. If I don't do the work, I'm going to end up back in pain. And it's the same process for our humanity, for the pain that we've endured on earth from another person, from a loss, from a death, from whatever the situation is. Until we are ready to do the work, we will not heal. And you cannot continue touching the wound or ripping the scab that's already setting in to allow you to move forward. So when it comes to adult parenting, it is hard, and I will definitely discuss that next week. But many a times, the pain that we have not healed from is from our childhood, from experiences that we've been through. A lot of times we don't know how to handle them. I'm a very personal person, so I don't discuss some personal matters with just anyone. I have to trust you with my heart, that you will pray for me, that you do mean well. And so I think that's for most people. But you've got to find what's going to work for you, and you have to give it time and let it go. And so I want to encourage you this week to start a process of letting go of whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that is keeping you up at night, whatever it is that is making you anxious, or it's making you feel pain, or you're feeling unworthy. And so when you give it to God, you still have to do work. You still have to push forward. You still have to get therapy. You still have to pray. I suggest you go to the gym. I suggest you read a devotional and find some quiet time with the Lord and reconnect with yourself. But the process is not always a fast one. And so don't go back because it's comfortable or because you think you're okay, because you'll have to start back at one versus pressing on to actually get to the finish line. And so this week I just want to encourage you to seek within yourself to see what it is you need help in what area. And they are professionals. If you have a church, I would definitely reach out to someone. If you have a good friend, let them know this is what's going on. I need you to lift me in prayer. And just take this opportunity to invest it in yourself, to understand how it is you feel, because that's also part of the healing process. So this week, again, I want to encourage you to seek higher, to seek deep, to start the process, to work on yourself, to heal. This is part of your story. Once you get yourself situated and free, this will help someone else become free as well. And so next week, I will go back to speaking about adult parenting. In the meantime, meet me at 0 next week. I hope you have a mighty week. Know that you're loved and thought of by Father God. Have a good night. Bye-bye.